going on there, fellow sim racers out there? My name is John. I am in the process of upgrading my current sim racing system based on the ever so limited videos on the mid quality to high quality stuff out there. I figured I would shoot a couple videos based on, what I've gone through over the last 2.5 years of sim racing, the equipment I have, the equipment I'm upgrading to. Obviously, please remember that all of this is just my opinion. I'm not a professional sim racer. I am not, the fastest guy on iRacing. I just prefer to just play basic titles, whether it be Forza or Assetto Corsa or Project Cars. I enjoy all of the games, and that's the whole point of this to me, is to enjoy it and to feel like I'm immersed and kind of like I'm racing. I do have a rally race car that I drive. It's just rally cross, nothing extreme. I've always wanted to get further into racing, and the more and more I watch like YouTube videos of like crashes on Nuremberg. You start realizing that it's dangerous, it's expensive, a lot of work, a lot of time invested to go out there and race. Even when I go out and rallycross, it's sometimes an 8-10 hour day, and I've only raced maybe a total of 15 minutes. Total, for the whole day. You have to watch other people on the track, you have to load the car, unload the car. There's just a lot to it. And sim racing just seems like the quick answer. You can get in, you can race for an hour, 2 hours, you can get off, you can stay on all day. It's really your choice. It's just a lot more freedom. And that's always what I'm trying to go for, is like that immersion, because I do know what it's like to drive in a race car. It holds my attention, so that way I don't go out and want to race a legit race car and spend tons of money and put myself at risk and have things breaking all the time. So this to me is the answer. So that's why I got into sim racing, probably a very similar reason on why you're getting into sim racing. So yeah, so those are some of the reasons on why I decided to get into sim racing. You may have your own reasons. So those are some of the reasons why I got into sim racing. You may have your own story. Feel free to share it in the comments below. So the next thing I want to talk about is YouTube videos, product reviews, sim racing on YouTube in general. Obviously we're a small community. There's not a ton of videos out there for every single product. Some products have nearly no videos. And sometimes they're in other languages because I'm here in America and sim racing is very big overseas.
Et moi, il me reste plus qu'à vous souhaiter bonne chance. Je vous dis à bientôt. Salut!
So you're trying to watch a video that you don't really understand what they're saying, but trying to look at specific items and how the item functions. It's not easy, let's just say. So again, I figured, hey, I'm in the process of doing this. I have some video equipment and I have some basic editing knowledge, so why not give it a shot, show you what I'm doing, why I'm upgrading, what I'm upgrading to, and highlight some of the products that I did end up purchasing. I usually go for, the best balance of price versus quality. I apologize if I ramble. This is not really a specific how-to or review of anything. It's more or less just my story, why I chose to make this video, the setup that I originally had put together, and what I'm in the middle of upgrading to. And of course, I'll do the best I can to take you along for the ride, share my experiences, and let you know how I'm making out, how the product works, if I wasted my money, if it was money well spent. Let's now move on to the next topic, which is my current rig. So the main reason why I'm shooting this video is because today is one of the last days I'm actually breaking the rig down to start doing some of the upgrades. We will go over my current rig, the way it's basically set up, why I set it up this way, around how much I spent, and I consider my setup to be a medium setup. It's kind of like not beginner, but it's It's not a beginner setup. A beginner setup to me would be like you go to Best Buy, you pick up like a Logitech wheel and pedals, and you bolt it to maybe a custom-made little racing table that you have with a nice TV or something. I mean, that's like a basic setup. When you start spending a little bit more money on items, you start going into that medium category, and then obviously, you know, you start going into crazy things like full racing motion simulators with the VR, and more expensive wheel systems, you know, full-blown speaker systems instead of headphones. There are quite a lot of things, obviously, that we can get into. So this is video one of hopefully many of my long journey into the world of expensive ass sim racing. I'll see you next time.